Hi, how are you? How was your week? Very warm, extremely warm, completely and utterly warm. And I'm in here in this warm room. But I was looking through YouTube the other day and I came across something and I thought, it's something that maybe I can say and show us all that we are all in this world together and we take care of each other. And so one of the ways that we take care of each other is to be aware when somebody's going through something rough, and that just because you stopped going through it does not mean that you're not going to have to deal with the pain after that. Like, July is called, what is it called? National Bereaved Parents Awareness Month. It's a time dedicated to validating the profound grief of parents who have lost a child, whether that child was still in the womb, was newly born, got sick, got in an accident, something happened suddenly, something happened over time. When you go through something that's so bad, losing someone that you love, a divorce, especially when you're in the family, the change of moving or changing your job, when you go through something, it doesn't end once that particular thing has ended. When you grieve a child, it will never end. It doesn't stop. And people understand that, especially people who have been through this. And so in July, they basically are saying, stop and remember, stop and care about people that you know that have gone through this. They are not saying this is the worst thing that could ever happen to you. What we're saying is, stop and acknowledge. Last night I went to a visitation, a viewing, a funeral. And the woman who died, who passed, was my age, had cancer, and had it a long time, and then passed away. And I drove to this, I brought some friends to the funeral, and when we got there, after a while, a family came in, and it was an older woman, and it was the mom of the woman who had passed away, and I got a chance to talk to her for just a second, and I said, "Are you her mom?" And she said, "I am." And I said, "I've lost a child also." And she said, "You know what? They're in a better place." She had her way of looking at it. We all have our own ways of looking at this. But by acknowledging this, acknowledging that there are people that have gone through this specific grief, then we're making it so that people feel like other people care, so we can get through this. Because you get through this stuff with people, with other people, with friends and family, with coworkers, and on YouTube videos, on talk shows, just to know we're not alone and people care. When I looked it up in the Bible, Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He saves those whose spirits have been crushed. In Psalm 147, verse 3, he heals the brokenhearted, he bandages their wounds. Psalm 23, 4, even if I walk through a very dark valley, I will not be afraid because you are with me. Your rod and your shepherd's staff comfort me. Revelation 21, 4. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, sadness, crying, or pain. All the old ways are gone. We're still going to feel the pain. We're still going to remember and cry and scream. We're still going to have times where we can get through the day and be okay, and we're going to have times where it's almost impossible. But if I know that other people recognize it, if I know that I'm not alone with this, if I know that there's a place or people that we can talk with, we get through it. And one of the ways to get some of that information is through YouTube videos and TikTok and all the stuff that we have available to us now. So I went on and I found there are people who have been through what we're going through, are still going through it, they're still going through it. And they gave us little things to remember, little quotes to remember, so that we're not surprised by the amount of feelings that come out. So I found quotes. Jim Carrey. Grief is not just an emotion, it's an unraveling, a space where something once lived, but now gone. It carves through you, leaving a hollow ache where love once resided. The truth is you never truly move on. You move with it. The love you had does not disappear. It transforms. Grief is not a burden to be hidden. It is not a weakness to be ashamed of. It is the deepest proof that love exists, that something beautiful once touched your life. Keanu Reeves said, grief changes shape, but it never ends. People have a misconception that you can deal with it and say it's gone and I'm better. They're wrong. Jamie Anderson said, grief, I've learned, is really just love. All the love you want to give but cannot. Katie Couric said, grief is kind of on a continuum, and someone describes it as having a rock in your pocket. It's always there, just sometimes you don't notice it as much. And Queen Elizabeth, grief is the price we pay for love. Grief is the proof that we loved and love that person. It's connected to love. We will always have that love. Just now, it's a little harder to feel it. But we do. Because we love them. Sometimes I think I do too many of these. Too many, woe is me, pay attention to me. But I think more so, what it does is it helps me to say things out loud so that I can hear it. So that I can remember that even if I'm mad, or scared, or screaming, or crying, an abundance of times, it's still okay to feel it. And sometimes the only way I can remember it is to say it and hear myself say it. When you're going through something, whatever it is, Allow yourself to feel the pain, to talk to other people, and to let other people see the crying and the anger and the craziness. My friend at school, she goes through this a lot because we're together a lot at school, and she knows this isn't something that everybody goes through, but it is something that everybody knows that people go through it. And in this case, she knows sometimes you just gotta scream and get it out, and it's okay. James Taylor wrote a song. I think he wrote the song, Fire and Rain. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand, and I won't make it any other way. I've been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows, when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. I've seen fire, I've seen rain, I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought I'd see you, baby, one more time again. And that's what gets me through. I will see the people that I love that are up there. I will see them again. And we will connect. And we will know nothing is ended. Nothing is gone forever. We take care. We take care of each other. We get us through so we can get to the time when we can see the people that we love. Just remember, we'll get to that time. You have a good day, a good week, a good month. And you remember, we all take care of each other, and we all allow each other to feel the feelings, to feel the pain and the fear, the anger and the sadness and the love. And we'll get through. I love you. I miss you a lot. But we'll be together soon. Have a good week.